Hello, everybody. Oh my god, my fucking camera's not on. Anyways, so you see a still image of me, but trust me, I am here and functioning and living and laughing and loving. Welcome back to episode 21 of the Bard Crawl. Sadly, tonight we will not have Spencer Lackey, who plays beloved half-elf bard Kerfaderk. He is currently indisposed as he is working on a show in Cincinnati right now. I believe the play's name is... I don't know. Written by Tori Wiggins. It's really good. If you're in the Cincinnati area and you're there, I think April 11th is their opening week. You should definitely go see that. It's on Ensemble Theater in Cincinnati. Properties here. When we last left our beloved group of goons, they were in their basement. After a dragon named Galmorn had ravaged the city, they managed to kind of they managed to like stem the bleeding of a lot of the city. They took some magical items off of the carcass of the dragon. They did, sadly, one of their friends, Oni, the young mage, had perished trying to save his girlfriend. His corpse is currently with a group of sort of monastic Goliaths that sort of live south of the city. They went back to their house to kind of regroup. They realized someone had broken in, possibly Isolde, who they think has double-crossed them. They went into the basement to discover that there were 4 bandits or goons. It wasn't fully... they didn't quite figure out who it was. Just kind of ransacking their basement. They fought them off when suddenly 2 ghosts manifested and almost... a ghost possessed Roland, a ghost possessed Avigard. The 2 of them almost killed everybody else. I think Anisoptera went down at one point. Kerfaderk went down at one point. Very touch and go. The party, I think, at this point is kind of regrouping on the stairs when Kerfaderk looks to the 3 of you and says, "Look, I'm out of spells. I don't know how I made it out of there. The basement's really interesting and all, but my heart is truly with our butt room, and I'm really concerned that it is broken beyond all repair. I've got a couple contractors coming to take a look at it. I'm going to kind of oversee that, make sure everything comes together." As you guys watch as Kerfaderk just hobbles up the stairs, kind of out of view. Right. What do you guys like to do?
Well, and also Avigard aged.
Oh, I
40
completely forgot about
years?
that.
Oh, shit.
Avigard is 40 years older than they were at the start of the day. I would say at this point, sort of like the horns have like grown a little bit. There are some serious crow's feet around their eyes. Does Avigard grow facial hair, do you think?
Probably.
Yeah. Like some like good not quite salt and pepper. I'm trying to think of like a purple spice. It would probably be like like a bit of white and sort of gray and purplish hairs kind of.
Well, ube color.
Sure, yeah.
Well, Kush.
Kind of now flank your face as it hurts a little bit. You're all kinds of sore and, crackly. You also, I think everyone, I don't know if it was everyone, but Anisoptera, you're definitely conscious of the fact that this is reversible as long as it happens within 24 hours. Yes. Otherwise, Avigard will permanently be, I think, what was it, like 70 or 80 years old?
80-something, but I don't know that it's possible.
Yeah, as far as Avigard is aware, this shit is, you feel, you maybe haven't seen a mirror yet, but you feel just weary after fighting that ghost. And after it was literally, like, in charge of your body. Rough gig.
Avigard, are you okay?
I feel terrible.
Well, you look great.
Insight check.
Sure, yeah.
13.
Fuck.
I'll leave that to you, Roland, if you think you lied well enough to roll for it.
I'm gonna do deception.
Yeah.
9. Okay, yeah. I'm not fully telling the truth, but I don't want to hurt Avigard's feelings for something that they did not cause.
Fair. Well, the ghost did this to you, correct?
Did what?
Huh.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
You got any? Has anybody got anything shiny on them? We could just polish a shield or something. We could puddle
You know
of
what,
water.
I bring out my water jug and I pour it on the floor to make like a reflective surface. Just maybe take a look at your
Oh my
face.
god! I'm gonna sit down and I'm sweating and panting.
That seems fitting.
Well, I maybe should have started with. I think I can do something about this. I can't do it right now. I need to rest and reorganize myself spell-wise, but we can do something about this.
I heard prunes are great.
As long as we're quick.
I'm speechless.
Carrot juice apparently is really good for that. I don't know. We had an old guy on the ship, and he had a lot of
Good
prunes.
for what? Being old?
I don't know. Okay.
I think
This
those
isn't
are
happening.
that's about digestion, correct? Movement.
My digestion is fine.
Well, it is now. You thought
For
it
now.
was.
You don't know. You're getting old, Avigard.
Oh my god.
Temporarily. Shall we? We didn't even. It all got crazy there. We didn't even get to explore where we were going. Should we check out the innards of that space?
No, I'm gonna go
Or
find
rest.
a doctor.
If we rest first,
Mhm.
I can take care of it. If we just rest first. So should we do that then? Rest?
You know, I would like a rest.
That's all I can do.
Do you feel like we need to do anything about what's down here? Or no? Because we killed them.
It's our house.
All of them, right? Right?
I don't know how
everybody's
the law works out here.
Didn't someone run away? No, I think
the mage,
no.
the mage
Roland-
tried to run away, but was murdered on the
Roland-
stairs.
You can kill whoever you want.
I
in your
think
own
they
house.
kept running down. I don't know how far it goes. I don't know where it leads.
and I think
How-
I think he tried to run out up the stairs, and you.
Yeah, he tried to run up the stairs. You were on the stairs. You stopped him from going further.
But he had buddies, right? Or did we
They
take
are
them?
all
killed.
dead.
I think
None
we
of them
killed
made
all
it.
Oh,
the
they're all
buddies.
dead. No,
The
they're all
goblin,
dead.
I
Never mind.
think Anisoptera killed the goblin. The ghost killed the bugbear and the other dude.
That sounds right.
Pretty gruesome. I will say
No
that
one's
the
gotta
dead
know.
bodies of the bugbear and the human sort of like rogue-looking fella, they look like incredibly withered after their encounter with the ghost. Like the body, like
That's
it's past
cool.
the point where it would start to smell. They look like mummies.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, I am who I am, so I'm going to drag myself over to the corpses and loot them.
Sure. Give me
When you bend over, does it like crack a little?
I'm literally scooting along the floor.
Boot Scoot Boogie and Avigard.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check for the bodies.
Okay.
Do they have any Pepto on them? Might-
That is a 21.
A 21. You find a lot of, I would say, like, knickknacks from y'all's house, mostly on them. Like, it's just all your
They
stuff.
just pickpocket all over our house.
Yeah, they were just, like, ransacking, not ramshackle. They were ransacking the place. So you find a lot of, like, you're like, hey, that's my cup, or hey, this is from the butt room, or this is my room. Nothing of, like, important plot significance, but just all your stuff, and then probably like easily like 20 gold between the two of them.
That's fine.
Should we rest?
I'm cool with that.
Go
yeah.
to bed. Can I just do a quick sweep, make sure there's not any hidden entrances down here?
Sure. Give me an
Whip
investigation.
around with my lantern of revealing.
Are you gonna go further into the area that the looters were in, or are
I feel
you
like
just
I have
searching
to.
the places you were already in?
I feel like I have to, right? What do you think?
I think we should go rest before we do anything because we've done this twice now.
Well, okay, we'll go
keep
rest, but
getting deeper in it.
make sure the door at the top of the stairs and the secret door are nice and locked.
Roger that. So yes,
Yeah.
you go into the the side room that leads to the storage room upstairs. You manage to lock it. That door doesn't necessarily lock, but you like reset it, and it kind of just it looks like a false wall. Seems to blend in pretty seamlessly. And then the other thing that you suspect is a secret door that you like you managed to like knock a few bricks loose.
Oh shit, that's right.
You don't need to. I think that's over here in this corner. I'm just gonna reveal that S for secret door. You know what it is.
About as unlocked as it can be. You know, we don't even have to go upstairs to rest. I mean, I'm cool with sleeping against the wall. I mean, and Anisoptera, we can get you like a pillow to sleep on, and Avigard, we can get you like a creaky rocking chair now. I mean,
as far as we know, they came in through the front door, right? We left someone in our house, right?
Can we like lock the doors or something?
Maybe a good idea.
Has lock been invented?
There are locks on the doors. You guys were given a deed and a set of house keys.
We are just irresponsible people. Okay. Okay.
You guys go. You lock your doors. You make sure everything's spick and span. The lantern reveals nothing extra in the rooms you've been in.
Okay.
You all managed to. Your rooms are tossed, but were tossed like people were looking for stuff. But like it's not like mattresses or pillows were cut open. So remaking your beds is nothing too terrible. Anisoptera, you kind of sleep on like a rock anyways, so you're good. Your area is pretty pristine, by the way. Looks
there
like
wasn't much of anything to
the garden and another garden, so like you're pretty set. And you guys take a long rest. Managed to get your health back. Any spell slots, those also reset.
Hooray!
And I think I don't think anything.
And I can reorganize what my spells are, right?
Yes, as a cleric, you get to reset that every. I think it's long rest. Yeah.
Yes, that's excellent.
I'm going to rearrange my spell slots and done.
Better safe than sorry.
There we go.
That's what I want. Yay, spell slots. Yay, help.
Huzzah.
Okay.
So y'all wake up. You wake up to the smell of baked goods, specifically donuts and croissants, as you hear like hammering and sawing as the construction crew, the contractors have come in and are starting to make repairs specifically to the butt room. Not to any other part of the house that was messed up, just the butt room.
Well,
how does he not handle the finances, but he handles this? Like, how does this happen?
Hey man, you gotta chase your bliss. You gotta, whatever you put your heart into, that's what the world gives back. And I'm putting my heart into my butt room. So yeah, okay.
Fair enough.
That's
can't knock it.
I can't refute it.
Let me know if you need any help down in the basement, but I'll be up here.
Great.
Okay, Avigard, may I?
May you?
Try to reverse what's happened to you.
That depends. What does that entail?
Well, as far as I can tell, you were cursed in a way by what that goes put a curse on you that aged you like this, and I through Titania can remove curses.
Through who?
Titania, my mother and deity.
Right. Okay. So your mom's coming over?
No.
You can put on a spot
it's
of tea.
more of a not literal so much as spiritual healing.
I think we should call a doctor.
I mean, we can, if you want another opinion. Certainly.
You can say God's gonna fix this problem, but I'm gonna speak to a medical professional. Okay.
No.
We can pray on it all we want.
Sure, yeah. Pray for me. Let's lay hands.
Okay, great. Great. Then I want to cast Remove Curse.
Alrighty, and with casting of what is Remove Curse? Like, how does that manifest?
I like to think it's got to involve green energy, right? That's the whole thing.
Very much the vibe.
But I feel like it's good energy that seeps in, and kind of like a good lipid-based shampoo or soap. is able to attach to the negative particles and lift them back out. So it goes in nice and green and maybe comes out a more gross color, but pulls out the curse.
Very nice.
It looks like the cartoon animations from Febreze commercials getting out the bat.
Absolutely.
You cast the spell, the sort of spiritual dust bunnies are sort of glom onto this green energy as it pulls off. Avigard, you look at a sort of like stale, murky green reflection of yourself, and it dissipates. You no longer feel the intense weariness and arthritis. Like your hands are like, ooh, like sort of the nimbleness returns to your fingers.
I believe.
The scent is fresh cut grass.
Fresh cut grass, hell yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Shall we go explore downstairs then?
No. Oh my god.
One of the products of resting, I didn't have this last time because of the fight with the dragon. If we run into ghosts again, I can turn them away immediately.
Isn't there something we can do to like exercise our house before we go downstairs? Some kind of ghost preventative.
I mean, I don't know about preventative, but really, the second if they show up again, I don't think they will, but if they do, the second they do, I can turn undead, and they'll be turned.
Yeah.
I have to read it. I have to read it again to know specifically
You explained
what
it how
happens.
Roland would explain it.
Not super convincing. Oscar, come here. Don't cry.
I'm okay with continuing to explore. I definitely want to keep going down the hallway that we found the thieves in.
I'm stressed about it, but I'll come.
I think it's worthy. Let's make sure there's not an entrance down here.
All right.
All right.
Away we go.
Here we go.
All right, so you guys are going into the room that they were in. You open the double doors. You find yourself. You open the door. The room appears to be some kind of crypt or catacomb even. There are cracked sarcophagi showing the same symbol for the collective. And they reveal dragonborn and lizard folk skeletons holding what look like ceremonial blades. You would recognize the symbol elsewhere in the house, as it looks like this seemed to be the home of some people in the collective. You also see at the far end a strange ornate double door that has in the center of it what looks to be a rather unique lock. It is probably about the size of a fist. Like the entryway is the size of a fist, as opposed to like a regular lock that's like, this big.
So are we going to try and crack this or crush this?
Can I do a little search of the crypt space?
Sure. Give me an investigation check. With advantage because of your lantern. Yes.
Sweet. Can I guide myself too?
Yeah, I'd say you can guide yourself.
I got a 26.
26. Fantastic.
I got a 19.
19. Okay. You see, it looks like sort of in their rush to figure out what was going on, to plan to fight you, they dropped some stuff that they didn't have on them. You find 100 gold pieces.
God, do you mind holding on to this?
Not at all.
Thank you.
A second level fairy fire spell scroll. And a pair of fuzzy handcuffs from the butt room.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
Avigard, you get closer to the door and you look at the lock a little more closely. And what'd you say you got? Like a 26?
26.
26, yeah. With that, you're able to tell what's going to open this is not a key, but a knife or a short sword. Like, you're looking at it, and it doesn't have traditional tumblers like a lock, because you can, like, see through it. It's pretty fucking big. It needs a dagger. Can you, specifically, Avigard, with that 26, make me a history check?
Okay.
History.
What is my modifier? Okay, 15.
15. With that, you will remember that when you were first doing your search of the house, when you guys first moved into the house, you went looking around the house and you found a strange dagger with a sort of hidden compartment in the hilt. And it had the sort of collective symbols on it. And I think it is not impossible that Avigard would maybe be like, ooh, maybe that would work on this. With a 15.
Why have I never used that dagger?
Because it was just a regular dagger. Like, it didn't do anything special.
Because of the Raven dagger. I don't.
And the Raven dagger is pretty fucking awesome.
All right. Well, I might just sneak up to my room really quickly to grab something, just really fast.
For sure.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
So, didn't know this was here.
No, crazy. I mean, I thought we sort of looked everywhere when we moved in. I guess got lost in the butt room, so to speak.
If we clear out these bodies and, maybe do some renovations down here, we can definitely bring up the appraisal value by maybe 25%.
Sure.
A finished basement.
My fear is that increases our taxes, no?
Yes, but in the sense of real estate, of like renovation and resell, it's gonna topple.
Who are we paying?
We're gonna get some overhead.
Anymore?
That's true.
Yeah, that's very true.
The Duke is dead. There's not really much of a power structure in place in the city. Avigard, you get
stealthily test my thing. Like I just don't want them to see me in case I fail.
Fair enough. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
To prevent a future shame check.
Oh, jeez. Not good. 7.
7. You all see Avigard, like, Avigard drops the dagger and then quickly, like, picks it up and just kind of, like, fawns. They stand over the lock and just slide the knife in, hoping nobody sees.
Avigard, would you say this is about 10 feet across?
What is?
This stretch of hallway here, about 10?
Sure, yeah.
And how much the other way would you say?
Why are you asking me this?
The square footage, to try to figure out what it adds to the property value.
I'm gonna go ahead and try this lock now.
Oh, sure, by all means.
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
All right, you twist the knife for a moment. It like doesn't budge, and then you try the other side, and it poof, immediately goes, and you hear like a thump, 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 as large sort of tumblers that you realize like we're not visible, are sort of like coming undone as the door comes out, and there's this immediate burst of air as it looks like this door hasn't been opened in years. It's a little stale, but it smells better than the catacomb that you're currently in, as it reveals a new room that I will reveal to you now.
Ta-da! Wow!
We can turn this into a third bathroom.
It's kind of small.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a bed.
It reveals a pristine office. There is a large bed that sits in the northern corner, sheets unchanged for what looks like years, giving it that classic old people smell, To the southern wall, you see a desk.
I know all about that.
To the southern wall, you see a desk with notes neatly organized. And to the east, you see a shrine to 2 gods.
Ooh.
2. What would you say the thread count on this is?
I'm sorry. I grew up on a ship. We just stole what we could. I'm gonna act like that was.
Thread count.
I've never slept in sheets, so I don't know why I'm asking.
I don't even know what would be a good thread count. Is 100?
I was gonna say,
bad.
if I say any number, is that good?
It's gotta be a lot. I think more the better.
50.
More the better.
Oh, I got at least 10 threads in here. All right.
At least.
Yeah, you got an old people smelling office.
I want to try and read the notes. Are they in common?
Draconic.
Oh God.
That is a good question, to which I for sure have the answer. One moment. They are in sort of a mix of common and draconic. This person is, bilingual that wrote it. It reveals the notes reveal what looks to be a plan to assassinate the Duke in order to curry favor with the Dragon Mothers.
Oy.
But it looks like
Yes.
whoever kept these notes was not a fan of this plan and had a different approach in mind. But that part of it is sort of locked behind the draconic paywall. Linguistically.
Avigard, you think you could read this, perhaps?
I'll play.
All right. Give me, you're at a 3rd grade reading level. So give me just a flat intelligence check. And we'll say the DC is 13.
I'll do a little guidance.
And I'm going to give you some thumbs up.
What is guidance an advantage?
It gives you a D4 to add to it.
Oh, wow. Cool.
The cost of a cantrip.
Pretty cheap.
Okay, well, I ended up with 23.
23, all right.
Wow.
You realize what looks to be, it seems that this person's plan is not, in order to, okay, I will tell you what the note says in its entirety, because Roland was able to get the bulk of it. It seems like the collective set up a sort of sleeper cell in this house in White Crag with the plan to curry favor with the Dragon Mothers to kind of bring Boraval, the dead dragon, back. And they're like, we'll kill the Duke, and that'll give the hags more power. And then the hags will do what we want, which is bring the dragon back. The writer of this note thinks that is a stupid idea, and in fact plans to go around them. He says very cryptically by contacting the other side. What he says.
Other side of what?
So, like, what can we infer about the author?
They are a fanatic of a fanatic worshiper of the dragon, and there's less you can infer. Let me rephrase. There's more you can infer also about the collective at this point in time, which is that it is fractured. Like, he talks about how he's not the only one who thinks that appealing to the Dragon Mothers, like, he thinks the Dragon Mothers killed Boraval. He's, like, very vindictive. He's like, we don't need to go to them. We can do this ourselves. And there are some people who are like, we need some kind of magical oomph to bring Boraval back.
This guy also thinks there's a magical oomph. It's just
a different magical oomph. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can I do a sweep of the room?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Get a little Sherlock Holmes style. He wore brown socks and therefore is a man in his 30s. You know.
Yeah.
Investigation.
Yes, please.
And I'm gonna roll around with the lantern just in case there's anything, hidden.
So yeah, give yourself some advantage then.
Sweet. Hey, a dirty 20 followed by a nat 20.
Nice. Ooh. All right.
Glad I spent it there.
You find a couple things. First off, you find just sort of in the desk drawers, because you guys were just looking at the notes, there is a potion that sort of has a silvery liquid with gold flakes actively dancing about inside of it. This is a potion of advantage. If you drink this for 1 minute, all checks and attacks will be made with advantage.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
Yes, very good. I'm glad you looked. The second thing you notice is the shrine on the other side of the room is to 2 specific gods. What is your passive religion?
What is that? 10 plus
it would just be
wisdom?
10 plus, I think religion might be intelligence-based.
You're right. I think. Yeah, that means my passive religion is 11.
11. So you recognize it as the keeper, which is sort of the entity of death. It is sort of the manifestation of death in this pantheon, and Ivariot, which is the dragon that is supposedly the continent. The idea is that the dragon is this giant dragon that fell asleep in the ocean, and then it's still sleeping, and it became the continent that everybody's on right now. You will also
Magville?
with your not anymore.
Oh,
Legally distinct from that thing that's owned by Nintendo.
Whoa.
You, with your nat 20, you recognize that the Ivriot has been sort of painted white to maybe represent Boraval, and there is a hinge at the back of the dragon statue neck.
Looks like there's a hinge on the back of this statue's neck. Shall we open it?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. I want to be to the side of the opening and open.
Right, you
Open sesame.
It kind of it takes a little oomph as it looks like maybe some of the paint has kind of like chipped over it. But you manage to open it with a little oomph, and inside is a sort of stone button inside the neck of the dragon statue.
Oh, you see this button?
I really want to push it.
Me too. We push it, right? That's.
I think we gotta push it. What happens if we go into a room and we don't push the button?
What do you think, Avigard?
It's in our house. You know, I want to know what our buttons do.
This is not our house.
I
First.
think Kerfaderk would have pushed the button already.
Okay, push the button.
Okay, I pushed the button.
You push the button. It sticks. Like it doesn't like bounce back up. You press it and you press it in. And you all hear what sounds like far away in the basement, the shifting of bricks.
Oh, the other door.
Yeah, wait,
No,
hang on. Did I already open that up?
Well, you put a hole in it, but I think it is a.
Yes, there was a hole in it, but not a. You didn't open it.
Is it open now?
Could be.
When we walk out.
Take a look at it.
Yeah, I want to
Let's
go check it out.
take a look. There's nothing else to see in here, right?
With that natural 20, yeah, you pretty much found everything.
Great.
All right, cool. I mean, let's keep the letter on us, though. I'm gonna keep the letter on me.
Fair.
Just in case. Just in case memory fails.
Is there any particular reason Avigard and Roland are in the abyss?
I don't know what happened there. I was gonna move my character, but then
I cannot select them for some reason.
What?
Well,
you press the button and we get shifted into a different plane.
You guys are off the map. I literally can't grab you. How'd you do that?
I don't know.
it's not supposed to work that way.
No, it's really not. Give me a second. Oh god, I think those are the only versions of your characters I have. Hold on.
Well, shit.
Because I think I deleted them from elsewhere. Let me check.
Make us something else silly for now.
Oh no, okay. I have depowered versions of you guys from the Shelazar's house. I'm gonna quick copy that.
That's so funny. Why? How?
I don't know. What did you guys do? All right, I'm placing.
I didn't touch my character.
Roll 20. Get your shit together.
I turn into an Anisoptera.
Okay, but I need my.
Yeah, I'll fix your health. Hold on. All right, sorry everyone for this temporary setback. What is your health, Roland? Or fuck, I grabbed Anisoptera, not Roland.
I was about
to say mine is 58.
Okay, let me grab you real quick, son of a bitch. I'm glad I didn't delete this map. I didn't know if you guys were gonna punk Shelazar by coming back.
Oh, we are.
I
don't know about punk.
Eventually.
We need to have a conversation with him at some point.
All right, so sorry about that. You guys make your way back into the central chamber, central little atrium of the basement. And you guys see now that what is labeled S, that wall is completely gone. You now see down into what looks like steps that go further down into the basement.
Shall we?
I think we shall.
I'll go first with my lantern of revealing.
Sweet.
Okay.
I follow.
Okay.
I'll follow too.
Mosey slowly down with the lantern of revealing. And what is revealed?
Quite a bit, actually.
Reveal. Reveal.
Reveal
Why'd you turn me?
yourself.
I liked being in a jaunty angle.
I didn't turn you.
I turned myself, and then you turned me back. Unless it turned me.
I didn't try to turn you, but I can turn you back.
Oh, thanks. I'll turn myself. Oh nope, I moved roll.
There you go. You're all on the Kildare side.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right. So, I swear to God. Okay. Roll 20.
It's getting darker.
You're pissing me off today.
It's getting darker.
Yeah, that lantern, I think it's kind of shit.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
Looks like a carpet.
All right. Coming down, you find yourself looking...
Lava or blood?
Blood lava.
Or a tapestry. Oh my god, that's scary.
You guys want to place yourselves where you are in the room, please?
I don't think I want to place my... Oh,
Wow.
well, okay.
Why? Why to do that?
I'm going right to it.
I'm
If anyone's
here.
gonna get hit by a trap, it should be me.
I've got my lantern going.
Ooh, it's
Am I seeing it?
satanic lava.
Am I seeing anything?
The hallway is pitch black. The narrow stairs are slick with mildew, and the walls are cold to the touch. As you continue down into the depths of your home, you come upon an open area. 2 doors flank the northern and southern walls, and further in you see what appears to be a crude, fiendish pentagram on the ground with what appears to be some kind of powder encircling it. The whole area smells of brimstone and ash.
I don't like your tone.
If we cleared this
Yes,
out, we could
your
totally
turn.
make it like a reading nook.
Oh, that's fair. I've got the lantern out.
You
for
do.
revealing.
You do, don't you?
I do.
What is that reveal?
I'll tell you what it is.
If that doesn't work, I have a black light.
I also want to... I'm going to touch Roland and cast light.
All right. The room now has... do you just like Roland starts glowing? Like do you touch any... Okay, so your armor that I assume you're wearing sort of gives off now this warm glow, illuminating the whole area. The lantern, which originally just makes the room that you're in brighter and maybe a little less ominous and scary. Anisoptera, as you just kind of glance over this pentagram with your lantern of revealing, you see a fiendish shape as a red-skinned, horned humanoid with long, leathery wings kind of sits in the circle and looks at you and says,
It's Meepo.
Oh,
Oh, no.
So good to finally see someone. Oh my god, it's been years. Ah. And a smart one too, and he kind of gestures to the lantern. Came prepared. I appreciate that.
Well,
Hiya.
how are you? This is our home. What's up?
Hey man, trust me. I want to be here as little as you do. I want to go back to my home. It has been easily about 30 years since I've been home. Oh, rough gig.
That long pause made me think like hundreds of years, but no, 30 is still a lot.
I mean, it's a lot for you, and it's not like it's, I live as long as I need, but 30 is still like, that's a chunk of time to just sit here. You run out of word games.
Sure.
There's still something I don't like about his tone.
So
the way he looks. I don't like anything about this.
Hey, whoa,
obviously,
that's a bit of the pot calling the kettle, don't you think? You're a purple fiend. What's your deal with me? Come on.
Can you tell us a little more about...
why you're sitting on the other side of a pentagram?
We're the new tenants. We just moved in upstairs. We did a nice thing for the town and we gifted the house and we're just getting a lay of the land and...
That's fair.
And you're kind of fucking up the reading nook I was going to put here.
Catch us up on the history of the moment here.
Sure. Absolutely. I have no quarrel with y'all. My quarrel was with this fucking lizard named Trosty. So get this, right? I'm home. I'm doing my thing, right? Coming up with contracts, doing my business. All of a sudden, I hear my name get called. And I'm like, well, I gotta go see who's calling my name. Boom, I show up here, I'm trapped by this fucking lizard, and he says, hey, I need you to do me a favor because I summoned you, which means I own you. That's fucked up, am I right? Anyways, he says, I'm willing to kill everyone in this house with me and give you their souls as long as you give me information on how to bring someone back from the dead. And I'm like, hey, dude, I don't like your tone. I met you like 3 seconds ago, and you're like, oh, you're going to trap me? That's fucked up. So I said to this fucking guy, I said, I'm going to outlive you. Go die. I don't know, like baking a sunbeam or whatever it is lizards do. And, I'll just wait here for the next person who will be kind enough to come along and let me go home. So that's the situation. I want you to have your reading, Nook. You let me go home. I'll owe you guys a favor. How's that sound?
I want to run an insight check on everything.
I was about
you
to
just
say,
said.
little insight.
Sure. Give me some insights. I've got.
I got 16.
I got a 19.
19. Roland, he seems to you super chill for somebody that has been here for 30 years. You find that maybe I'm not want to say how
I didn't
Roland
need to roll
feels.
for that. That's right there.
But like I would say for that, like he seems to be telling the truth from what you can tell, that a majority of the anger he feels is towards this lizard person named Trosty. Anisoptera with a 19, he's keeping something back. The best you can glean is that it has to do with the manner in which he appeared. Like, everything after he was summoned is true. But everything beforehand, maybe, it seems like that part was a little sketch.
Does it seem like what he really wants is to get home?
That seems true with the 19.
What do you guys think? I mean, we killed everybody else that was down here.
It sounds like. What did you say your name was, sir?
I didn't. Isn't that fun? You guys can call me Mel.
Mel. Well, lovely to meet you, Mel.
Lovely
Sorry you've
met.
been stuck here like this.
Hey, it's fine. And hey, I just want to say, as a gesture of goodwill, I know names are very powerful. I already know y'all's names. It's more powerful if you tell me. So I'll just, like, Anisoptera, Avigard, Roland. We're all good. We're all friends. Not a big deal.
No. I knew this was some Rumpelstiltskin bullshit. I knew it. It was some Rumpelstiltskin fucking bullshit. Absolutely fucking not. You will not hear our name.
We have
Exactly.
not
No, that's
seen
what I'm
it.
saying. You don't got to introduce yourselves. I don't. I know how. How tricksy people that with, my let's just say reputation. So I'm just keeping it even keeled.
Yeah, some bad thing is gonna happen if we let him go.
That's not true.
Do you mind if we have a little conversation to ourselves? I think
maybe in
general,
this room
in general,
over
we're
here.
We're sympathetic to your situation, certainly.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just,
totally.
it's we find it strange in our home, and obviously it wasn't your choice to be here, but still it's strange. You mind if we just...
Listen here. You, of all people, know how smelly the material plane is. I need a fellow extra planer, just like, if you could just go over, and he gestures towards the sort of ring of what appears to be powder around the pentagram. He's like, if you could just kick that a little, just disrupt the line a little, man. I'll be out of your fucking hair, and I'll tell you any secret you need, man. Any fucking secret. That's my whole deal. My whole deal is I collect secrets. Oh my god, I'm so full of them. Like the Duke, I know he's dead, by the way, but like the Duke loved magic, but was so insecure about the fact that he didn't have any magic himself. Like, this dude collected weather whale like it was going out of style.
You know what?
Interesting. What's interesting?
We already knew that.
We didn't know that.
We did know that.
Did you know we knew that? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. Can we do a huddle? Just in the other room, maybe?
But before the huddle, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Do you know anything about Kerfaderk that we don't know?
Tell you this much. he keeps his skin flute playing a secret from you guys. I would maybe talk to him about that.
Okay. All right.
I'm not trying to be crass.
I'm not going to talk to him.
Yeah,
about
no.
I mean, he's a multi-instrumentalist.
He can do whatever he wants with his skin flute. That is none of our business.
Well,
as long as he stays fuckless, that's the important part.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
You asked for a secret, I gave you a secret.
Yeah. So what do we think about this?
I will say, really interesting. I did not think he gestures to Roland, that this guy would be the one to be like, ooh, let me dig up dirt on my friends. You want dirt on these two? I got tons of dirt. I'll give you all the dirt. You just kick that little bit of powder right there. You just kick that over a little bit. Oh my God, I'll tell you so much about your friends.
I was grown up in a very toxic place for social situations, so asking about people who are right in front of me is something that I am taught not to do.
Hey, I see a fan of Survivor. I see a fan of Jeff Probst. I'm like, hey, let's dish, man, you and me.
I don't understand your immortal tongue. I don't know what the hell a Survivor or a Probst is.
Your kids are gonna love it.
All right, let's huddle up, guys. I'm obviously not the brightest bulb in the bunch. Again, what a bulb is, I don't know. But
where are you guys having this conversation?
I
thought the other room.
How far do his mind reading powers reach, James?
That's a good question, isn't it?
I mean, I think it's what's important is the show of separation.
We go to the grave of the Duke. And
I think just back in the room with the catacombs.
Okay.
Yeah. Hushed tones.
We don't need to move your figures there. We'll just say that that's where y'all are at. Okay, so carry on.
I think here's a thought. I could cast a zone of truth.
And
it doesn't matter. He doesn't mind telling the truth.
I mean, do we know that? I feel like he was omitting some things in that story.
Fine.
I also am not sure if that would work on him.
Why not?
Because it doesn't work on everybody. Some people pass to get past the check, or some things are just immune to it.
Immune?
I don't have anything cool I can do, I don't think.
The only reason I wouldn't do that is if we felt like we were going to have to fight him.
I don't want to fight him.
I don't want to fight him either. But I do want to be sure he's telling the truth before we unleash him on the world or something.
He definitely...
fighting him would be very hard, but I think we can just leave him where he is and he'll just stay there.
I mean, yeah, he's like a dog in a cage right now.
Well, but
his bite's probably really scary, but as long as he's in there...
Well, but I think I'd rather be friends with him than be bit down the line.
He obviously wants to use us for some reason.
Well, that's
whether
why
that's to get him out or to get something worse later.
To remain his boss and make him continue to live in our house.
Well, he's unhappy.
Oh no!
What will happen if he gets loose?
That's why I want to zone of truth him and get an answer on that.
We can try it.
And then proceed from then. If it seems like it really wouldn't be the worst thing, and maybe he'd be an ally down the line.
For Zone of Truth, do you know if the spell works or not once they do the check?
Yes, he will know if they succeed or fail.
Yeah, I get to know whether he succeeds.
Cool. Okay.
And he may be willing to submit, like whoever that was. That Chalazar, our dear friend. And sure, I mean, we can also explore the area around. There's 2 hallways first before we even try that. Just get a sense of.
Sure, there might be some stuff that.
Yeah, just more information to the puzzle
about him.
Yeah,
there may.
I'm pondering over this this riddle that we got ages ago.
Oh God!
Shit.
And I'm just looking at it, pondering over it, and I'm also thinking about the letter we just read. And can you relax, please? My cat is yelling at us. And I just think that this man being right where he is the best place he could possibly be. I think all he's offering us is gossip.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
I think we need to see how high he'll up the ante, just to see if he has any genuine, like, collateral.
Well, and I feel like Zone of Truth helps move that plan forward, because he can't, if he submits, then he can't hide anything. He can't hide what he could share.
All right, fine.
Should we poke the hallways first, just to be sure there's not
Yeah. Let's explore the hallways first.
What did he say his name was? Mal?
He said Mal, but it's a
Mal. Mel or Mal?
Mal? I think Mal. Mal.
Well, that makes more sense.
It does. Less encouraging.
Hey, Malzahar?
Is that
No,
me?
okay.
I said Mel, not Mal, but
Mel, that's better.
No, I was looking for someone else. Sorry,
I know that guy. Yeah, he's great.
Like Mel B.
Mel B. Holy fuck, his name is Mel B.
Mel B. I could live with that.
We're just gonna poke around these hallways real quick before we will get back to you. Do not worry.
Fine.
You're at the top of our list. We just need to, we moved into this house. It was gifted to us.
Mm-hmm.
We had a big horrible fight earlier yesterday, and then came downstairs just trying to make sure nothing had been robbed, and then almost all died again. And so, we're just wary of hallways. And
it's a crazy hand you guys have been dealt. I totally understand the trepidation. You understand how, like, I'm being real patient. That's what? That's what it is. I'm just being real patient.
We appreciate.
Speaking of hands,
we appreciate.
Do you have anything on you?
Any hands?
Like,
Listen.
no, not hand specific. That's a different guy. Do you have weapons on you? / can you conjure them up if we dispel this circle around you?
Do you want to fight me? Is that what?
No, I'm just saying, if we let you loose, are we prone to a fight?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, that didn't help at all, and you understand that didn't.
Okay. Here, let me just lay this out for you, right? I'm trapped in your house, and you want to fight me. That's gonna make me defensive.
We never said that.
This guy said you got a gun. Like, that's not cool.
Hey, wait, you've got someone begging to be released who looks like they could be dangerous. We're being honest.
Oh,
right?
So now we're just profiling. That's cool. And you hang
If
out
you
with
see a bear in a trap, you are going to make sure that thing doesn't have claws before you release it.
All right. Okay. For the sake of
it's a compliment.
For the sake of transparency, yes, I can conjure fire at my fingertips.
Which makes perfect sense.
All right.
We expected that, frankly.
Right.
Okay.
It would have been really embarrassing if you couldn't.
It's a point to your credit.
Mm-hmm. That would be like me looking at you, Anisoptera, and being like, oh, like, you're a fae, so I guess you really love, I don't know, beer or whatever you guys like.
I think
like
he does.
Toadstools. Like, oh, let me go dance on a toadstool. Ooh,
I mean,
are you going to dance on a toadstool if I let you out? You know what that makes me, how that makes me feel.
Sure. If I could commune with Titania via nature, I'd love that. Every chance I get. Let's check the hallway.
So we go up and we see this room?
Yes, you go up to the northmost room. You open the door to reveal a small library / bedroom. Books and scrolls litter the floor in a mildewy mess. Sadly, most of the pages have rotted with age.
Ooh, we can rent out this room.
Airbnb style?
Income. Yes. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, this is real nifty. Okay.
Can we do a little investigation
are there any
of the room?
notes? Yeah.
And the lantern's going too. Always revealing.
All right, then check away.
Minute reveal.
17.
We at that hotel.
The only thing of interest that you find is what looks to be a switch on the far wall.
Yo, they got a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, that's wonderful. We can play Mario Kart. I can play Mario Kart with all my friends in the Feywild.
More like a light
Hey, we need to let this guy out. We got 4 controllers.
Kerfaderk.
But no,
do we hold
look at the Switch?
Miss, do we switch it now or no?
Normally I'd say yes, but
one mysterious problem at a time.
Does it seem like an arcane switch, or is this something mechanical?
It looks arcane.
Anisoptera, you want to take you want to maybe take a look at this? Because this is doing nothing for me.
I mean, my arcana is probably not better than yours by a lot.
Avigard.
Mine's +1.
Can I take a look at the switch, see if it seems like there's anything it would do?
Sure. Give me an arcana check.
Arcana. That's a 14.
14. It looks to be connected to... I wish I knew what school of magic this was in. I think it's evocation. It's connected to an evocation spell.
That means so much.
18, actually.
That's good.
Does that give me anything else?
You got an 18?
I got an 8. I have a -1, but I got an 18.
You've seen something like this before. It's a light switch. It'll turn on a continual flame spell.
Oh, there was one of these in the captain's quarters. It was real fancy installed. Here, I flip it, and does it turn on the light?
And the circle dissolves, and Nellis
all the lights in this sort of area of the basement turn on, including the room that you were just in.
I could totally make this an Airbnb. This is so cute. Okay.
Okay, great. But should we check the southerly?
Did we find any notes in here, or is every piece of paper like too old?
It seems like some bit of mold got in here and just ruined everything.
All right, never mind.
Just ruined it. So rude.
Hey, Mel, you don't know what secrets were on those papers in there, do you?
I'll tell you if you let me out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you would. Okay. I'm sure you would. All right, we're gonna go this way now.
Should have known that would be the answer.
All right. When you open the door, you find another shrine. This time to a devil. A humanoid with a mace-like rod in his hand, gloves and horns that curl up toward the sky.
Huh.
Can I do a religion or history check?
Sure, give me a religion check.
I'm going to guide myself. That's a 15.
15. You would recognize this as an archdevil named Dispater. He is known as the Lord of Secrets.
Dispater, like
Oh.
father.
Well, I don't know this. Hang on. No, I don't know this.
What don't you know?
What don't you know?
I don't know Dispater. No. You made that check. I don't know this.
Is Dispater? Does that ring any bells for anyone?
It looks scary.
It's Latin.
But do you think if we took this out, we could make this another bedroom?
Oh my god.
Maybe a half bath.
Half bath.
You are in the wrong
Plumbing is so expensive.
It really is, but in the basement, it's much easier than when we're upstairs.
That's true. So this is ringing some bells here. You know, we had some fairy classes back in fairy school, and one of them was deities of good and bad kind. Well, no. Divine, demonic. Not gonna apply labels.
I was just about to send a tweet about that. Good thing you backspaced.
Dispater, Lord of Secrets. Now, you don't think that's Mel? Do you think Mel's subservient to Dispater? Or do you think Mel is
most
Dispater?
likely serves him? I wouldn't say he is him, because if he was a god, he couldn't be kept in by some, magic cocaine around his feet.
Depends on how. Well, I don't know.
Hey, Mel.
Yeah.
What you know about this Dispater? What was the name?
Dispater?
Yeah.
That's my boss. Nice guy. It's a bad rap.
There's a shrine in here to him. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's mine.
It's yours.
What?
Yeah, it was a gift. And then
what?
Yeah, fucking Trosty got his hands on it. So I wouldn't mind if I could have that back, but I don't need it, I've got tons of shit back home.
So did you live here?
Did I live here?
Yeah.
Before Trusty?
Before Trosty? No, I didn't live here before Trosty.
He
Did you live here? No, not before Trosty. Did you live here?
Did I live here?
I mean, he lives here now.
Do live here now. I've lived here for 30 years. Well, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Maybe a little more than 30 years.
Okay. So you see how the story's changing a little bit. I can be a little skeptical now, and I don't get that sassy attitude.
I don't know.
Like I just ordered the wrong drink.
What's the? Can I ask what the circle's made of?
What the circle is made of? You want to ask me?
Well,
or do you want to ask God?
That's a very.
Make me a.
I'm asking you because you might know. I'll ask. I'll ask the Tanya later if you don't have the answer. But
yeah, it's made of powdered silver. So like you guys could just like get a dustpan and boom, that's like easily $500 right there.
And we will.
We could.
If we're gonna there's the cost of plumbing.
Yeah. Right? Oh my God.
I'm so ready to just leave this guy here.
But if you leave me here, you'll never know where the yellow door is.
What do you know about a yellow door?
I know everything. It's crazy. No.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I know you guys need the information that leads to the yellow door, because that's how you'll get the treasure that you all want.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the poem and you read my mind, you stupid butthole.
Okay. It's not mind reading. What I do is classier than that. Anything that is held secret, I know. So when you guys walked out of the room in an effort to not let me know, I ended up knowing it. It's kind of fun that way.
Yeah, but that was a gesture of, you know.
Yeah, well, the gesture is apparently what gave him the information. So
then how would you keep it genuinely secret?
By not carrying a nose, I guess.
You have to accidentally do it. And how could you do that? You'd have to have.
You know, the joke is honesty is the best policy, right? That's what we say down in hell, and it's like, or specifically down in Dis where I work. But seriously, like, you know, if people were more honest, I would be useless.
Huh.
Yeah. That feels important.
Then honestly, I don't know if we're going to let you out.
I believe that. Listen.
Yeah.
How about this?
I'm just
gesture goodwill. I'll tell you something now. You let me go. I'll tell you where the yellow door is.
Would you tell us under a zone of truth?
I'll say yes. And if I'm uncomfortable answering the question, I just won't say anything.
That's fair. I mean, if you heard our conversation, because it was secret, then you know that we're just afraid that letting you out.
Yeah. Of course, every mortal is scared of the devil.
The world.
That's totally fair.
And what I don't know is, is you were brought here, obviously, from another plane.
Yeah.
Does breaking the line let you return to your home?
Yeah.
Or does it just set you free to wreak trickery mayhem on this plane?
I feel like you guys think I am a demon and not a devilish fella. Because, like, here's the deal, right? I commit all my havoc at home. I don't need to, I work from home. I don't need to come into the office to sow mayhem and discord. All the powdered silver does is keep me trapped in this, 10-foot circle of, oh God, it's like, it smells so bad in here, dude. This was made 30 years ago. But, like...
Well, I think Anisoptera's got a Febreze spell that we can set off in here.
If you want to cast that, I'd be comfortable.
It's more a side effect.
Because honestly, I don't think that you're going to do anything dangerous while you're down here.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, it makes me feel good that I'm not, letting you work for this guy. Because honestly, your boss seems like super bad.
Hey,
in terms
hey.
of. I mean,
You don't know him. Secrets?
Do you?
Yes, I do. Listen, here's the deal.
You've talked to the guy.
You work with someone for a few centuries, you kind of know what he likes in his coffee and how he feels about stuff, right? You know? You get close to someone.
How's he feel about humans?
He's disappointed, right? Like I said, if people were just honest, we would be out of a job. So you guys project all your problems onto us. I mean, like, you guys think you're king shit. He points at Avigard. Avigard's got a family that they don't talk to. They got a brother they've disavowed and a freaking nephew that they've left in the lurch. You were a pirate. You feign this virtue like you're higher than that with me. But when the chips are down, you don't even make your own decisions. You don't even fight your own battles. You let some fish man call the shots. And you're only using these people so you can get Boroval's treasure so you can seem mighty in Titania's eyes by saving her. So listen, you guys can pretend that I'm the bad guy because I just happen to know all your secrets. That's not my fault. That's how I was made, okay? You guys are the one that keep secrets and lie and cheat, do all that stuff. So you can say that devils are evil. I say mortals are evil, all right? There we go. Sorry, I couldn't take one more second of the proselytizing. I had to.
Did that feel good?
It felt, you know what? It felt real good. I haven't talked to someone in about 30 years. Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do your work from here?
Yeah, I'm bored as hell. No pun intended.
Huh.
What is your work? What's a day in the life?
Day in the life? So here's the deal, right? I learn secrets. That's my job. A sort of secondary part of my job is I draw up contracts for people that want to know great secrets or want to keep great secrets hidden, usually at the cost of souls, right? So, for example, this is my favorite client I ever had, right? So this guy, he kills his wife, and he's like, "Oh my God, no one can know," and so he jumps like 1,000 steps. This guy could have gone to any priest and sort of like absolve me of my sin or whatever the hell, right? But no, immediately like just freaks out and goes the other end. And he summons my this guy who works under me. I almost gave you his name. This other guy who works for me. And he says, "I will do anything to keep anyone from learning that my wife is dead." And so here's what we did, right? We animated and put an illusion over her body. So she's walking around town, no one knows she's dead, but he keeps seeing the corpse of his wife walking around town. He then comes to us and says, "Oh my God, anything but that. This is so much worse." And then, we just took his soul. It was great. See, I'm feeling judgment right now. I feel like did I say something?
And that doesn't seem like something that I want to let loose.
I'm gonna
go
ahead and
we'll be square. I don't understand how.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I'm gonna cast the Zone of Truth, and then we'll have a more honest conversation.
Cool.
As you say, honesty is best policy.
There is. You cast Zone of Truth, the sort of the walls of the magic circle that's keeping him kind of like vibrate as the spells are colliding, and you feel him willingly fail the save.
Okay, he's submitted himself willingly.
I would also recognize this. So when you tried to bring your boy Oni back from the dead, a struggle you faced was using an arcane element with a divine spell.
Mm-hmm.
The shuddering of the magic circle lets you know that it is also divine magic, so it is just real cohesive, is what I'm saying. In comparison.
The original spell was divine.
Yes, whatever spell's keeping him here is of a divine nature.
Okay. So, if there's no promises,
Sure, yeah.
if we broke the circle and let you out, what would you do?
Well, I would tell you the location of the golden door. I would go home. And honestly, in between then, I'd want to stretch my legs a little. But you guys seem real chill. So I would probably, I don't know. A lot of mayhem right now. So I could probably, just go out and kill a few people. It wouldn't be a big deal. Then I'll go back to work.
I was about to ask if you're leaving anything out, but I think there it is. Okay.
Down the truth, man. I mean, I couldn't lie if I wanted to.
And you realize why that's a conflict of interest.
Sure. Would it make you feel better if I did it further away? Like if I didn't do it in town? I know you guys are the protectors of the city.
Well,
how about this? Let me be real. How about this? How about this? How about this? I kill the family of the guy who trapped me here. That seems fair. That seems fair. I'm owed
that. Wait. They didn't do it, did they?
See, negotiation usually doesn't involve murder. That's not a selling point for us. You're doing bad at negotiation. The fact that you say your job is contracts is honestly ridiculous.
Okay, fine. I won't kill anyone. I'll tell you where the yellow door is, and then I'll go home. Better? God, you guys are no fun.
I don't buy this.
I can't lie.
Is it only a person you'd kill? Would you kill a hag or two?
Would I kill a hag or two?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not worth the hassle. You know? They've got all kinds of spells and stuff. Plus, I assume you want me to take out either the Night Mother or Mama Kay, and I feel like from a more cosmic standpoint, I'm stabbing them in the back more by telling you guys where the yellow door is than literally stabbing them in the back. And I'm all about that cosmic justice.
Why would you have to stab someone in the back? You have to have trust with that person and been given some sort of intel. What sort of communication do you have with the hags?
I know all their secrets. So I just feel like I know them intimately, in the same way that like I know you, Roland, I know your relationship with your dad is a little fraught. He's with him passing away and all. No offense. No offense. That's not what I meant. I meant,
you're doing great.
I'm so frazzled. I just want to go home. I'm so close. Oh, I won't kill anybody. Please. Please. Just let me go.
Why did Trosty trap you here?
Trosty trapped me here.
What'd you just say?
Trosty trapped me here because I wasn't going to give him what he wanted.
And what did he want?
What?
He wanted the secret to Draco Lichdom. He wanted to bring Borovel back to rule for eternity.
And why didn't you give it to him?
I think
we don't want it.
Here's the thing. This is the part where it's like I'm not going to say anything just because like it's personal. I don't feel comfortable saying that.
I don't feel comfortable letting you out.
What do you mean it's not personal? It has to do with me personally.
Can you help us understand why it's personal?
That is patently global.
Patently. All right.
Are you afraid of what it could do long term to the world, or?
Well, a little. It mostly had to do with the fact that Trosty said that he was. Trosty lied to me about how much power he had in the house. I thought I was going to get a bunch of souls, and it turns out he was kind of taking me for a ride.
Successfully lied to you?
Well, see, that's the thing. This is the part that kind of like messes it up, right? Is he thought he had a lot of power. And then one day he goes upstairs and he tries to get someone to come down, and they started treating him poorly, and he put two and two together that he doesn't have any power, and then he tried to keep it from me, and so I automatically knew, and I was like, dude, that's kind of like, I can't give you what you want if you don't give me what I want, and...
Which is souls.
And it was such a betrayal of trust, man. And like, so I said, look, you can give me your soul, and I'll give you something equally of value. I'm not going to give you, lichdom. That's a lot of souls, right? That's pretty powerful.
Lichdom is a multi-soul deal.
Oh,
what you're saying.
You don't just get that. I mean, that's why liches aren't nice guys. They got to make sacrifices and stuff.
So you think it's not nice to make sacrifices in terms of human life?
Yeah.
Is the world safer with you trapped here?
Oh, This is kind of like a personal thing.
You can only give your opinion.
Yeah, so I would say...
But you have to be honest.
And I'm being honest. The truth is, it's not safer with me back here because someone else is just doing my job. You know what I mean?
I
And here's the thing. As I said, I'm not the guy who lies and cheats and steals. It's mortals. So just because I'm doing inventory on that, and yes, occasionally, we stretch our legs, we murder some people that we feel are wrong. That doesn't mean that I lie about it. It's not like I show up at somebody's house and I say, hey, I'm not going to kill you, and then I stab them. I just say, hey, you're going to die, and then they do. So, like, let me put it this way. There is no less lying, cheating, stealing, and general chicanery with me in here for 30 years.
And what's different?
What's different is my imagination is not being used to torment those kinds of people. That's what's different. They're still being tormented. They're still, doing these acts of evil. It's just I'm no longer the guy cutting the check. I'm the guy who's been in a room for 30 years doing fuck all.
Would you say you were good at your job?
I mean, I think I was good. Like I said, I told you
All
that
right,
story.
then I
But
think we should keep you here. If you were bad at your job, I think we should set you free because I want to cog that machine up a little bit. But if you were good at what you did and what you did is what you say, I have no intention of letting you out of here. And if you do ever get out, you will now have the Fuckless Four on your tail for the rest of your days.
what did I do to you? Why did I do to deserve such hostility? Is it because I said mean things about you and the fish man?
Oh, that was a stepping stone to it, but I think the whole part is that you want the downfall of humankind, or the fact that you collect souls in order to keep power.
Okay. Right. I'm terrible. I'll have to ask Meepo how he feels about you.
My hands are clean of that situation.
No, they're
and I
not.
know what you're talking
You hang out with them. You
No.
still hang out with them. You go to bed in the same house as them, you're. It's not just because I didn't pull the trigger, just because I didn't drop the knife. Yeah. By that logic, then you should set me free because I haven't done anything wrong either. We're using your fucking moon logic. Meepo's death is on your hands. You may think it's not, but Meepo's dead because of you.
Roland is trying to hold back tears, and he comes back to the group and says, one of you guys just be mean to him.
He has. The thing is, he knows that he knows what we want to know, but we have no reason to believe that he actually has the answer to the question that we are wondering.
We could ask him.
You could destroy the powdered circle. I'll stay in the zone and I'll tell you. I cannot lie. You don't even have to destroy the powder. Like I said, you just have to disrupt the line like a little. Oh, that's why I'd kill for some breeze down here, man. Oh my god, we're so far below.
You'd kill for whatever reason you want.
Do you actually know where the yellow door is?
Not only do I know where the yellow door is, I can tell you what you will find there.
Could you just tell us where the treasure is?
Tell us what we're gonna find there.
Alright, I will tell you what you find when you open the yellow door. Inside the yellow door is the hag's personal pocket dimension. It's where they keep their secrets. I don't know all their secrets because they hide them in there. I only know secrets that pertain to the material plane. So sadly, no, I cannot tell you where the treasure is. But I can tell you.
Because they're hidden outside the material plane, you don't have access to them?
Yes, but the yellow door is here. The yellow door is your gateway. Inside, there is a swamp. It's called the Underbog. They made it themselves. It is twisted, it is smelly, it is rank. There is a stupid frog in there named Hippensteel who thinks that he's just a frog, but he's a construct of their design. He is a tool to protect their secrets, but he doesn't know. So if people break in, they'll buddy up with Hippensteel, and then he inadvertently kills them because he has to. It's pretty twisted. Oh, another thing that's in there is the hag's true names. So if you find the hag's true names, you'll have better chance. You'll have a real shot against them. I mean, ask this guy. He points at Anisoptera. Your true name is a really powerful thing in Fae. It is in hell too. something I always kind of liked about the Feywild. I kind of thought they ripped that shit from us, but like, hey, if you're gonna take shit, take the good stuff.
You know, when in my upbringing, we didn't share secrets as much as we shared stories. And often when there's a story about someone who makes a deal with someone like you, it never ends well.
Well,
My intention is that you rot in this room for the rest of your days.
look,
Hey Mel, how do we kill you?
how do you kill me?
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing.
The answer to the question would be the one thing.
That's true. But I'll say this, like, fire and poison are useless against me. Excuse me.
It's fine.
Your best shot would be magical weapons, and to be smarter than me.
Good, we got both of those things on lock.
I don't know that
And
we
you
do.
can't move right now,
At least
right?
the second one.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably kill me right now if you wanted.
How do you get about when we let you free?
I will summon a portal to hell and I'll go. I'll sort of bamf out of here, you know?
That sounds like some high level mojo.
Yeah.
Can we? Well, shit.
I-
I was gonna say, can we do a huddle? But that's sort of pointless.
Look, how about
I'm
this?
sort of
I will
good
give you
to-
the illusion of security, and I just won't say anything during your conversation. How's that? You won't have me chiming in. You guys can just get your thoughts out to each other. You're right. I'm gonna hear them anyways. So
This is a riddle.
I don't really know.
I think this is a riddle, and I don't really like riddles, so I'm happy to walk away from it.
Well,
Thank God Kerfaderk isn't here.
oh.
I was gonna say, I wish he was here. But here's my feeling, and it's okay to disagree here.
Okay.
My gut, I want to let him out, and I want to do that with some kind of assurance that we could get his help, his genuine help, at some point down the line.
I don't believe any part of this person is genuine.
Well, but is there a way? Is there some kind of pact we could get him to make to guarantee that we could get his help at some further juncture, fighting the hags or something?
I mean, the only one that
Because-
can make a contract is someone like him, and if he's the one writing it up, I'm not sure it's going to be completely free of holes.
That's
I mean,
fair.
that could be useful for us in the future.
Yeah,
We need
and
somebody who writes contracts that are benefiting their clients.
if
Certainly could be useful.
and if it sounds like, and he's compelled to be honest, the kind of work he does is happening anyway. And seems like the work he does specifically target people who have done bad things or are trying to do bad things.
So what? He's like a good cop.
No. No. He's.
He's a pure part of a bureaucracy, and he's just another part of that chain.
I think he's not all that exceptional. I think he has a lot of power that he uses to do whatever the hell he does. I don't think he's exceptional. And I think letting him go is just going to cause us more trouble than it's worth.
I guess what I get scared of is a version where we don't let him out, and he gets out, and then comes for us.
He hasn't gotten out yet.
Like, you
True.
feel it's better to have him on our side than not.
Yes, than as a future enemy.
He doesn't seem like the type to take
Also,
sides. I'm not sure it even benefits us.
if what we want is him dead, what we have found over the past weeks, months, there is no faster way to make sure someone dies than to become friends with them.
That's true. That's true.
shit. Oh,
So
God.
it feels like a win-win.
Roland starts tearing up again. Oh, God.
That has been my overwhelming experience.
Every single person.
Fine.
I mean,
If you
only
guys,
might be the exception.
Who was
I'm
the
not.
exception?
I'm not the brains
Oh,
of our
only-
operation.
only
if you guys
if
want to
it-
let him out.
If only survives this, and he
Oni's
may
gone, I
have.
thought. Wait,
No,
what?
no. He was.
He got revived.
But he could have been. They were taking him to the Goliaths to see if they could do something for him.
Whoa, but we don't know.
But even there's no
don't know.
guarantees there. He was dead when we saw him last.
If you guys want to let him go for strategic purposes, I back you. Just know I'm not gonna be the one to do
This
that.
seems so dumb. I don't understand why we're letting him go.
To get the information that we need to further
This is such
the downfall of the hags.
Do you know how hard it was to get to him? If we just lock the thing, nobody else is gonna let him out.
Are we torturing him?
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Is it worse than him torturing everybody else?
Yeah, but like that guy that had killed his wife, you sort of want that guy tortured, right? Not to,
I mean, this is a trolley problem, so I don't know what you want from me. I can't fix this one for you.
My gut says get him to. He said he'd owe us a favor. If we can get him to agree to the sharing the secret of the door, and we can ask for his help at some later date.
Fine. There's not much left to destroy in this town, so I guess fine.
And I'd rather have him as an ally than an enemy. And not releasing him almost guarantees he'll come for us if he's ever free.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
He does seem vengeful.
And as you said, I agree that if he came for us, I think we could take him.
Right.
But it wouldn't be my preference. And if he can be our ally, and he did say he wouldn't kill anyone on the way home.
He just seems like way more of an asshole than he is like anything else. I don't actually think he knows anything that's going to help us. I think he's just using the fact that he knows what we're wondering.
He
as
knows
leverage.
the location of the door.
I don't think he does.
Under the zone of
I
truth,
think
he
he
said he will
does.
reveal the location.
I think he
Which means
does.
that he has to know.
And then hopefully, and then if we can get him to agree to come in and an ally in a fight down the line, with the promise of no fuckery, I think that could be worthy. Better than a foe.
It's fine.
We can ask at least, and if he doesn't agree to those kinds of terms, then we keep him here. We leave him in.
What
But
if
if he
it's what if it's like an exchange thing? What if like we let him out and then one of us is stuck forever? It's like one of those like,
I don't think the powder of silver can keep us there.
We can confirm that verbally before we even do the release.
like what are all the repercussions of us letting you out? Everything
He
that
said
happens.
he's definitely going to kill the person or the family of the person who put
Well, he said that's what he
We
first he
asked
said
him
he.
what he was gonna do, but we didn't ask him if there are extenuating repercussions.
Well, no, let's ask him right now. Mel, are there extenuating result, negative effects of releasing you, or effects at all? What are the effects of releasing you?
Like, are you asking like butterfly effect stuff?
What are the? Well, sure, if you got the answer.
No, not.
Or like-
honestly, not really. I don't. I mean, I'll go back to my job. I'll go back to doing what I do, for good or for ill in your minds.
There's no like supernatural repercussions.
Consequences.
Like a bomb's not gonna go off if you remove the circle. Is that what you're wondering?
Does somebody have to be here all the
Does somebody have to
time?
be here? I mean, no, nobody has to be here. When the spell was crafted, it is specifically targeted a fiend, myself, and so I got stuck here. As soon as the powder
Circle's
is
broken?
dispersed, as soon as the circle is broken, the spell dissipates. So you would have to recast the spell, reshuffle the circle to make it work.
Can I ask Titania for guidance?
Are you using an ability, or are you just like praying right now?
Just praying right now, I think.
Okay. Roll a d100 for me.
D100. I feel like he's never quite gone my way.
The last time you rolled a d100, I straight up told you what was going to happen.
Yeah, but not the win. That is an 88.
An 88. With an 88, you reach out. You don't get any like concrete answer from her. Just sort of like there is briefly, though there isn't physically, like wind does not blow through the area, but there's sort of like summer breeze, kind of like you feel the sensation of that.
And any kind of.
That's all you get with the 88.
I think in my prayer I was like, is this a bad choice? And I got a summer breeze.
You got a summer breeze makes me feel fine.
That was my first thought.
Sounds
I
like
feel
the
like
winds of change.
Mel.
Yep.
You know what we're contemplating because you heard it, surely.
Yeah, you were here.
I'm inclined to let you out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way we could contract your physical ability, your fighting, at some later date in exchange for the release of you?
Fighting.
Like he could come help us in a fight with hags or something.
I'll be honest with you. I don't love that, but can I meet you with a compromise?
Maybe. Depends on what it is.
I'll tell you the location of the yellow door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I will give you the name of a lesser devil who is still pretty formidable. Who will I will give you their name and you can call upon them for aid. Basically, I'll give you one free summon lesser devil spell.
And are there strings attached to that of any kind?
You cannot mistreat them, so you can't summon them and then beat them up. You know, that would kind of be a dick move. What's another string attached? You cannot kill me, obviously. That would kind of defeat the purpose. And on my end, I will not lie to you. I will not send you a devil with the purpose of attacking you. And yeah, I think that's pretty. I mean, how does that feel?
And you're not secretly aligned with
the hags?
Yeah.
No.
We're not. It's not like we're gonna break the circle and you're gonna go, ha ha ha, gotcha.
No. If anything, like the whole reason I was here and was willing to work with Prosty was he was gonna not work with the hags. I have no real connection or stake in y'all's fight. I don't care.
I think I can propose a rewrite to this contract.
Sure.
I would much rather prefer you give us the location of the golden door. And you don't have to give us aid in a fight later on. Honestly, I feel pretty confident in that area of our business. I instead would like to know your name.
No. No dice.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I think we should get out of here, guys. We can go find that door.
Avigard, what do you think?
I mean, I think that's a great bargaining chip. We should stick there. But I also think that there's no way that we should allow him to tell us where the yellow door is without taking us there.
I just think if we let him out, if we know his name, we can bring him right back.
Oh, I agree with you.
Do you all mind if I chime in for a second?
Sure.
Because I'm in the zone of truth and we're being honest. If I tell you your name and you summon me, I'll probably kill you. I'll probably be really pissed about that. Oh, you could
probably try.
Okay. You know what? I like this kid. Let's make the deal.
I don't think I.
You want to know my name? I'll tell you my name.
I don't.
Okay, but you have to take us to the yellow door.
I'll take you to the yellow door as soon as How about this? Let's
don't want to fight.
Let's
We're not.
let's
we don't want to
solidify
fight.
this deal. Let's
I'm
solidify.
not
don't-
trying to fight. I'm
wanna
saying,
fight.
do we
It
have an
sounds like you
insurance
want to fight
policy
him.
on this situation?
It sounds like the name thing is an anti-insurance policy. It sounds like telling us his name gives him every reason to kill us, because all of a sudden we know his most important secret ever, and the most important thing to him is to have us gone.
Well, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, because we let him out. We are letting an evil back into the world, but at the same time, he is doing something that he probably shouldn't for us, of giving us his name. We could set the circle back up, we could reinstate the spell, summon him in the circle, and then he is stuck once again.
Right. That's the
If
point
he
of it.
causes us harm for any other reason.
So the new deal is, I tell you the location of the yellow door. I take you to the yellow door as soon as you disperse the powder, and I will reveal to you my name. Sound kosher?
I would
but-
rather the order of operations be you tell us your name, we let you out, you lead us to the door.
He's got no reason to do that.
We have no reason to let him out.
And we do.
Bud,
yeah,
I
there's
will
nothing we
outlive
can
you.
do
I'll
with
just
his
stay
name
here. That's
unless
the order
we
of
let him.
operations. You let me out, I tell you, I take you, I go.
Then
I
I hope
tell
you've
you my
enjoyed
name and
this
then I go,
commercial
sorry.
break of your
I don't
eternal solitude.
I don't feel like I need or want his name. I feel like I that makes us an enemy of him.
I mean, his name is useless to us if we leave him in the circle. So if he tells us his name and we just leave him there, that's pointless.
doesn't
It's
serve
not
a
going to happen.
purpose.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't help either of us.
But the fact that we're letting him out, we need that bargaining chip.
I don't think you understand as devils. I literally can't go back on a deal. You will learn my name before I leave. I will
And
tell you where it is. I'll take you there. I'll tell you my name. I'll go.
I'm okay with
and
that.
can you promise not to kill us?
We're gonna have to keep negotiating. You do that.
How about this? How about this? You promise not to kill us unless we share your name somewhere else.
Ooh,
Then we
deal.
then we'd have broken
That's a deal.
broken it.
That includes Kerfaderk.
That includes
That includes
Fine.
Kerfaderk?
I don't care. Kerfaderk doesn't have to know.
He's,
We'll just
yeah.
tell Kerfaderk this guy's name is something else.
Mel.
Just
That's
tell-
all
yeah,
we
just
do.
tell him as Mel.
Dickley Mevans, or something like
Dickley
that.
Mevans. That's a good name.
I don't care. I can absolutely lie to Kerfaderk. That is fine.
Do we
And
have
so we'll-
a deal?
I don't like his tone again. What I think. All right. One more slight caveat. Can you take us to the door? Not immediately.
So you want
But-
me out and about in the world?
Well,
You were going to be either way.
right.
The deal was, you let me out of the circle. I tell you where the door is. I take you to the door. I tell you my name. I go.
I guess I just don't want to
How
go to
was
the door
the
without
deal? You guys said
Kerfaderk.
you didn't want me around because I was going to kill people.
I just don't want to go to the door without Kerfaderk. That's all.
I'll take him too.
He can come.
Does that feel good to you all?
I'm okay with this deal.
Do we? Is it? Just one more question while we're here in the zone.
Yeah, while we're in the zone.
Is there an obvious way or inobvious way? Is there a way this backfires on us, this deal?
Yes. If you tell Kerfaderk or someone else my name, I will hunt you down with malice.
Is
I'm
malice?
okay with
Is
that.
malice? Do you mean that metaphorically, or is that the name of your sword or something?
No, the name of my sword is Fred, but Malice is a coworker of mine.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know. See, Nell and Mal. I like that.
Right?
He told us the
we
name of one
can-
of his Kerfaderk.
We can keep that from Kerf, right? And anyone?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay
have to
with
be
that.
so careful about that.
I mean, it doesn't count if he just finds it out, not from us, right?
Right?
But if anybody else finds out, it's because of us.
It's got to come from us for it to have violated the deal,
I
right?
feel like nobody else will know this demon's name. There's no
Right.
way he's gonna find out.
I'm
unless
not a
it is
demon, I'm a
us.
devil.
Right,
Sorry,
Mel?
that's a real sticking point. That would be like me calling you a fish.
Whoa, that's so different.
Yeah, because we're so different.
See, we're all learning. It's great. It doesn't. We have to. This knowledge has to come from us, right? To violate the deal, we
Yes,
have to.
as long as you guys do not reveal my name to anyone, we got a deal.
Which I don't want to.
Sure.
That gives me no joy.
All right.
So
So
if we
we.
want to summon you, we can say your name out loud
Is that how that works?
outside of Kerfaderk's hearing range. And that does not violate the deal.
I didn't say that.
How does it work? How do you summon?
So usually, yes, you will have to use a spell slot. Mechanically, you'll have to use a high-level spell slot, 3rd or above, and then say my name, and you will summon me.
And I'd like to be cool, Mel. I hope that's clear. I know it's gotten a little hairy here.
Hey, man.
But I'd rather be friends.
You and I, we're good. This guy's kind of pissing me off a little bit with his self-righteousness, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys are my own personal saviors. Cause you're gonna let me out
Someone's got to be righteous in this room.
Yeah, because else how would we know who the bad guys are?
Up, Roland.
So,
We've all got goals.
do we have a
All
deal?
murderers here.
I think that works for me. Does that work for you all?
I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
I just want to move on.
All right, let's get this puppy started.
Okay. I'm with. Just to confirm the order of operations. What are we telling? You're telling, and then we move, or we move the circle, and then you tell.
You
or...
move the circle. I tell you the location. I take you to the location, including Kerfaderk. I tell you my
gonna
name.
bend
I
over
then
and-
leave.
You bend over and blow it.
I bend
Yeah.
over and... Right.
She.
So,
Damn right.
Avigard, you lean over. The powdered...
Coincidentally, what Kerfaderk is doing upstairs in the butt room, but.
Yeah, let's quick cut to Kerf for like half a second. Kerf is working with the contractors right now, having no idea that this is going on in the basement. He feels sort of like the hairs stand up on the back of his neck for a second. You know, he's like, "Oh, my ears are burning. No one's talking about me." But what happens? So you blow the powdered silver, and there is a sort of crackle of electricity in the air as all of y'all's hair kind of stands up on end a little bit. And just there's this deep sigh from Elsie. He's like, oh, oh my God. Oh, that feels great. Oh, you guys don't understand. And it seems like he's growing. As he's saying this, as he starts to take up more space, he's like, oh man, I really get stretched. As his wings kind of overtake this little reading nook turned devil summoning circle. Like, okay, so. Whew, all right. So what did I say? What did I promise? Okay, so the yellow door is currently in the possession of one Oscar Downsong.
Is he the egg guy?
He is the egg guy. He's sort of a trader of trinkets and magical things. The fun thing is he's got no idea what he's got. He just thinks he has a magical door, but he doesn't know how to open it. And he doesn't even grab you guys. He just sort of puts his hand up and shoots 3 fireballs at you guys. And one also extends up towards the ceiling. You guys are engulfed in fire for a second. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
What the fuck?
Dex.
16.
19.
I don't know. 15.
Okay. So, Avigard, you take 8 points of damage, of fire damage, halved to 4 because you're a tiefling. Everyone else takes 4 points of fire damage. I'm going to roll for Kerfaderk really quick.
Oh, so it's a 4 because I'm a tiefling. Okay, got it. Right, because it's fire. Okay, I'm with you.
All right. Kerfaderk sadly takes the full 8.
Oh, yeah.
As he's just like, bleh. As you guys are teleported. Fucking. Alright, sorry, 1 second. Alright, as the 4 of you are teleported to a sort of ramshackle house or warehouse that's kind of been caved in due to the sort of debris and stuff from the dragon attack. Sort of like the roof is caving in. You see all kinds of knickknacks and things in glass cases. Some are smashed, some are completely obliterated, and sort of lying up against one of the walls, you see a yellow door with a sort of what you would recognize as Sylvan runes, Anisoptera, sort of on the front of it. He then looks at you, Roland, in the eyes and says, "My name is Melival. Meleval. Melival."
Okay.
Full name.
And he says,
Oh god.
"Don't tell anybody." He snaps his fingers again. Boom! He bursts into flame and disappears. And we are going to take a 5-minute break. Don't go nowhere. See you guys in a bit.
Okay.
are back. Okay, so our party has freed Melival from his his divine prison in exchange for information in the next step of their journey to finding Boroval's treasure, the Yellow Door, which they now face as they look at inside of a warehouse that is currently crumbling from disrepair due to the dragon attack. Kerfaderk looks around and is like, "Blah!"
Right?
Sorry, what?
Like Monsters Inc., right? Like the door leads somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, except there is no door frame. It's literally just a door.
So we have to put it in a frame.
Stands to reason.
Stands to reason, man.
Kerfaderk looks at the three of you. What? Ow! I'm in so much pain. What happened?
We should take this home. Isn't this pretty? We should take this home. This
I-
would be perfect in the house.
Kerfaderk,
would be nice.
long story short, we found a mysterious entity, a devil
What's
in
his name?
the basement. That's such a good
Mel.
question.
Mel?
We'll
Okay.
call him Mel. End of name. His name is Mel.
L end of name.
He had been trapped by one of the shitty dragon worshipping people that used to live in the house,
Okay.
and we set him free in exchange for some information, including a way to find the yellow door. And we made him take us there, and this is the door right here. And so this is the next step towards finding Boroval's treasure.
Okay.
And we're gonna,
Is that why I was on fire?
because he transported us, and he's a devil, of course, so we used some amount of fire.
I swear to Sane, if he burnt the butt room, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh, that's a very good question.
Oh,
So,
Oh.
but wait, this is Oscar Downsong's place. Do you know?
I don't think a name rings a bell. I only know...
Is this some sort of magical shop? Can I do a? Said we're surrounded by items. Can I do an insight or something?
Yeah, give me...
Investigation.
I would say, because are you trying to discern if they're magic, or are you just trying to figure out like where you are and what you're doing?
Where we are. Insight.
Then give me a perception check.
Perception. Well, that's not as good as insight, but better than investigation. That's a 14.
14. This is definitely a warehouse. This itself is not the shop. Like, you don't do your purchases here. These are like where you assume
Storage?
Oscar Downsong store. Yeah, it's storage. It's where he stores all of his stuff that's either not selling or that he doesn't want to sell.
So we can.
okay.
What do you think? We just leave a note or not leave a note? Leave some money? Just take it?
No.
Yeah.
We should
No.
leave a trace of the fact that we took something while he's not here.
Sure.
Do we take it? Take it home?
We definitely have to take it.
Or should we take it home or take it somewhere else? Home, right?
We could leave a note saying like, "Hey, one of our doors got blown off. Gonna leave this and some gold, however much that should be. If you've got any questions, Fuckless Four. There's our address."
Unless we don't want his attention.
Sure.
Kerfaderk, what's your impulse?
My impulse is we just kind of take the door. There was a dragon attack. Nobody's here. Could have been anybody. Could have been anything.
Yeah, I feel like Oscar is probably, to be honest.
That probably is the best. Yeah, let's take the door. And I don't think we need to take anything else, right? That would be bad.
No, we don't need to take anything else.
But really, if the warehouse is still standing, because of what we did, so it's not the worst thing to take the
Yeah,
door.
this is just our payment.
And we can talk about it later with him. He can, yeah, we'll figure
We'll
it
give
out.
it back.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's just a bridge we'll cross again later, right? That makes sense.
I think so.
It's only the second choice today where I felt like it could somehow backfire. So let's go for it.
This one is less of a backfire. It's just confetti. It's whatever.
Any backfire is small compared to pissing off a devil.
Yeah, let's take the door. Anything we need to do to make that smooth?
No, you go over the door. Like I said, it's just kind of resting on the wall, so you are able to move it. It's a little heavy, but nothing that just like 2 people couldn't carry. I think Avigard and Roland could handle it easily.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
I'm
can't
cool
read
with that.
this shit.
Are you guys going to attempt to sort of like sneakily take it through the city back to your place, or are you just gonna?
I think we just take it. We just carry it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we need to sneak it. If we need
there's
to,
nobody looking.
Should we throw a top over it or something?
why?
Purge rules.
It's purge rule.
Purge rules. I don't know. Just in case Oscar goes down the street and says, "Hey, did you see someone carrying
like
a
a
yellow
really-
door?"
Beautiful blanket in here that we could steal to cover it with.
Yeah, you
That's a
see
good
a sort
question.
of rolled up rug on the opposite wall.
Can I do an insight check on the rug? Is it magic somehow?
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. You sure can't be insight.
I don't care if it's not cute.
Arcana, you said?
Yep.
That's a 10.
I mean, it's in a magic warehouse. It's probably magical.
Can't tell, but odds are. I think that's a great idea. Let's use the rug.
Great.
All right, you guys drape the rug over the door and start heading out north towards the old district back to your home. En route, you guys get a real good look as the city is repairing itself. It's more late. It's the next day. So a lot of the fires have been put out. There is still the smell, like the acrid smell of acid is still throughout. Still very pungent in the area. It's like seeped into the concrete and cobblestone walkways, making everything smell very chemical. There are a couple people with like bandanas around their mouth and noses, obviously in response to the smell. You see, I'll tell you what you see after you roll me a good old-fashioned perception check, everybody.
Perception.
Yeah.
Perception.
And I'll tell you what you perceive.
16.
It's gonna be a
15.
14.
15, 14. Okay.
And you should roll for Kerfaderk too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's a 9. He's still dealing
fair
with his
enough.
post-burn goodness. You all notice a couple of things. The South District, where you guys are coming from, is where a lot of markets. It's where the Sellers Guild primarily operates, and so there's not an insignificant amount of looting happening.
Good.
It's
Good.
kind of on the instinct hard to tell who is just like getting stuff out of their house and who people are just straight up like taking things from. You do see a small group of Goliaths, about like 4 or 5, are pseudo patrolling the areas you go home, kind of checking in on people, like if people are injured. One of them, who only has one arm, is kind of administering some like first aid. The 2 of them are like big, sort of enforcer-looking people. One of them catches a thief sort of by the scruff and like rips stuff out of their hand and says, "Get out of here!" and just kind of like doesn't hurt him or anything, but just kind of like pushes them out of the way. And one of them kind of catches y'all's eye, and he kind of like looks at you and kind of gestures to one and starts walking over to the group of you.
Okay, well this is a job for Kerfaderk. This is Kerfaderk's wheelhouse.
I'm just so preoccupied with my burns. I don't have my character sheet in front of me.
Well,
Just keep walking, right? And I wave hello and keep walking.
You know what? I'm just gonna toss him a
it's-
coin. And
Okay.
keep walking.
Give me a flat charisma check.
Okay.
That's good. You're good charisma, right? I'm gonna guidance. So you get to add a D4 to whatever you
you.
roll.
Okay, so that's 17.
17. You kind of toss a coin to one of
you're a
them.
Witcher. Sorry.
The
Keep going.
Goliath catches it and kind of looks at you, looks at the door, kind of walks over. Like, he stops you guys. He doesn't say anything yet, but he like looks at the carpet, kind of lifts it, sees that it's just a door. Says, Have fun renovating.
Well, you
Yeah,
see
we
what's
won't.
you see what's happening around you, man. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Major
But
renovation.
you're doing a
Mm.
service to the city. What you're
Getting through it,
doing
man.
now and what you did yesterday.
Oh my god,
You've
bootlicker.
done a
For
service
sure.
to the. You've done. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
You telling me what they did yesterday wasn't good for the city?
I don't know. You sound like you just threw a thief.
I mean, that's what we would have done.
Not a thief.
I was about to say,
Oh.
Avigard probably knows
Oh.
that guy.
I mean,
Like, that's my friend.
So the Goliaths then go back to the one-armed one who's healing people. Anisoptera, you would recognize the one-armed one from...
Yeah, we saw him yesterday, right?
You saw him yesterday. He was also the guy who administered last... oh, wait, was it you who sat in on the Goliath funeral?
Yeah, I spied on
So
the
then
Goliath.
you would also recognize him as the guy who was like the cleric at the funeral.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. But yeah, you guys managed to then get it the rest of the way home. No problem. You now have ownership of the yellow door. Kerfaderk immediately runs into the butt room and is like, oh, thank goodness. The burn wasn't too bad. We can get back to work. Oh, yeah, we'll get back to work. Not a problem. Yeah, not a problem at all, man. Yeah, good to have you back. We were worried for a second. And I was like, the Fuckless Four are off on another adventure. You brave souls.
Shall we put this door where Mel was?
I'm
Lock
not sure
it-
it really matters what hinges we put it on, to be honest.
No, I mean, lock it down there before we use it. Lock it behind the dagger, secret.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, are we?
Because
we're
people
not prepared-
people keep breaking into the house for things.
We're not prepared to pass through the door yet.
I feel like we should at least let Kerfaderk finish the renovations.
All right, fine. So we can set the door in that room. We need to make sure we lock it back up, though. I don't know if it locks this same way it unlocks.
Can we see?
I would say, I forgot to mention this, but in the hallway, there's another button that you assume could be used to close it.
All right.
okay.
What are we doing with the key? This is dagger.
I don't think anything's safer than with you, Avigard.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty, so how do you guys spend the rest of your day? Do you guys do anything unified, or do you kind of go off on your own for a little bit?
Well, in terms of things that feel important to do, what's on the list?
I'm kind of curious if there's. I know we basically you told us everything that's in the letter, but I find that it might be interesting to Avigard to get back into my draconic.
Sure, yeah.
dictionary.
So the sort of green owl familiar shows up and quizzes you some more on Draconic, and you kind of, with study, are now reading at about a 4th grade level, which is still pretty good,
Not a lot of people go to 4th grade.
Not a lot of people go to 4th grade.
Not in whatever
this economy?
whatever this continent is called. No longer
Ivoriot.
Ivoriot.
Continent formerly known as Magville. So, you sort of give me an investigation check, Avigard.
That's 16.
16. All right. You don't learn a whole lot more broadly speaking. It's more like just some specifics you're now a little more honing in on. It would appear that there's sort of from what you can read, there's 2 camps in the collective. There is the people who are more magically inclined, led by someone called Mold Scales.
Okay.
And then there's the Shah, who is sort of the person in charge of the whole thing, and they're the one that sort of tried to make a deal with the hags.
Okay.
I would also say you probably can glean it. There's no map or anything, but you, based on sort of the description of this sort of like journal, this journal of notes, is you kind of figure out where the collective are keeping themselves, and they've sort of built
As of this writing.
Yes, which is about 30 years ago. That there's this collective. The collective has set up shop in the bones of Boraval. Basically, Boraval died, and his flesh melted away, but the skeleton is still there, and they've kind of set up shop in the bones.
Whoa.
He's a big fucking dragon, and that it is about a few miles north of White Crag.
I thought we knew that for some reason, but maybe we didn't.
You may have. I think that then it's just like more definitive, or at least it's good to know that they haven't moved.
Okay. Interesting. Cool.
All right. How about Roland? What is Roland doing post Yellow Door Melaval encounter?
Stop saying it.
I have it written down. It's okay. Fuck. I really don't know by this point, because my first thought is like, I want to know what's beyond the door, and I want to know how to stop this and fix this, but I can't. So I'm probably honestly just gonna go out and just start trying to help people reassemble their homes and just collect damage, get people out from under buildings.
Sure. Give me an athletics check.
Oh, every day, James. Every day I will give you an athletics check, and it's a bad one, but you know what? It's still good for me, and that's a 10.
10. Okay. You there's a lot weighing on Roland's mind at the moment, I think. After talking to Melaval, and now that there's also this sort of like, it's maybe hard to label as excitement, but there's a lot of nerves about having the Yellow Door in your home. It's this thing that has been kind of on the party's mind for about a month. And you guys finally have it. And you believe you know what's on the other side if you trust Melaval. I mean, he was in the zone of truth, but you don't know what he was hiding, if anything. And so that's maybe preventing you from being as, like, altruistic as you could be. But you're still out. You managed to help a family of gnomes kind of get all the stuff out of their house. Basically, like, it doesn't require a lot of you, as they have sort of low doors, so you just manage to, like, you just got to deadlift a beam a little bit every now and then as they just kind of run in, grab their stuff, and come out. And you kind of get some deadlifts in as you're helping them out. As you're sort of walking around town, you run into Brick, the Earth Genasi. He is currently injured. He is, like, it looks like his leg is broken, and you see one-armed Goliath is kind of tending to his wounds. Brick sort of sees you behind swollen eyes and says, "Hey, the champ, get over here."
Hey, how you doing? Oh shit. I'm sorry, man. Today's just not a great day for me.
No,
I mean, yes, like obviously the dragon and stuff happened. but
yeah, that's. I mean, look, it's fine. It's not your fault that the dragon happened. If anything, hey, and he kind of sits up, and the Goliath, without skipping a beat, just kind of elbows Brick in the chest and just says, "Don't move." He's like, "Yeah, so I heard you were I heard you had something to do with it. Is that true?"
Yeah, me and the other three, we were a part of taking it down in the end.
Even the molasses guy?
Yeah, especially the molasses guy. His name's Kerfaderk.
Oh yeah. Kerfaderk seems like a nice guy. Oh, you should have seen it. So
He's not.
He's what?
Nothing. He's great.
Great.
He's...
And Brick turns to the glass. He's like, "Oh man, you should have seen it." So, like, I run this fight. I don't run it, but I help set up fights at this fighting ring in town. And so this big Goliath guy named Zedric comes in. He's dominating every day. I mean, he's like they're 8 feet tall, and so he comes in full deck suit of armor, and this scrawny little guy and an even scrawnier guy come in and absolutely murk his shit. Oh man, best fight I've seen in months. And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was cutting you off. You're fine.
Can you just give me an insight check?
Yeah. That is 17.
17. The Goliath is still healing Brick's leg, but the golden light from their healing magic kind of like dips away for a second, and then like kind of reactivates, just sort of with the mentioning of Zedric.
Huh.
And the Goliath then, kind of still focusing on the task, just says, "So, you were last with Zedric that day? You after the fight?" Yeah. All of us, we went out and got drinks. It was a good fight. We went to the Poison Pen. Great spot, a little seedy, but if you want the good liquor, you're not gonna go. You're not gonna go to You're not gonna go to some. You gotta go to the dives, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, the 4 of us, we got a drink, and then then he stumbled home. He had 2 drinks, and it was crazy. I remember Kerfaderk comes back, and he's like, "Hey, drinks are on me." Nice guy. He's a little scrawny elf man. Kind of. He's got a bandage on his nose. Killed a dragon, apparently. Who is this guy, right?
Yeah, actually, who is he?
He gets drunk off this one drink. I don't know what he ordered, but it fucking did him in. He goes home, and he hasn't been around. Yes, Zedric sadly passed away. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He had a good night though. That's all I can say. He's a valiant fighter. It looks like Brick is legitimately like, hey, yo. He's not the most tactful person, but Brick is clearly like, you're working on my leg. I'm not going to say anything. It's like, I'm sorry to hear that. That's pretty rough.
I heard about it. We went to go see his grave. Actually, it pains me that I don't get to have a rematch.
Yes, well, we don't get many visitors out in Ceylon. I don't think I saw you. When did you visit?
I visited the day after the funeral, actually. The day of another dragon to fight.
I don't want to say deception because that's not a lie.
It's not.
It's not a lie. But all
Persuasion?
Right. Yeah, I'll
what
say
do you want?
it's just because he's rolling insight, and it's got to be contested with. Yeah, just roll persuasion.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that. I have a -1. Oh shit! Still a 15. Okay.
Right. Looks in his eyes.
All right.
Well, as a competitor of Zedric's, you are welcome in Ceylon anytime, and feel free to bring this. What was his name? Kerfa. Bring this fellow. Molasses man. I very much like to meet the last people Zedric spoke with. We don't often come into the city, but Zedric was always made it a point to keep a good relationship between Ceylon and White Crag. So good to know that he was among friends that night.
Absolutely.
And he sort of finishes
I
up.
appreciate the request.
Anytime. And he finishes up on Brick's leg, and kind of he goes off. You see, he kind of like joins up with another group of Goliaths as they're going around helping more people. Brick kind of stands up and shakes his leg out, and he's like, "Geez, fucking, I didn't know, man. That's rough. Fuck."
Yep, I know. And then Roland turns around and throws up on some debris for a minute.
Whoa!
Comes back.
You good?
Yeah, like I said, it's been a rough day. Oh fuck. Yeah. I gotta talk to Kerfaderk.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I'll do that. Hey. I know you like to fight, but if you're looking for a job, I might have something coming up the next couple of days.
A job.
Yeah. So like, as you know, with the attack on the city, things are scrambling. There's not much guard presence. There's a couple remnants, right? And then you got these Goliath Jagovs fucking walking all over the place. But it leaves things a little. It's a bit of a vacuum, is what I'm saying. No one's seen Mama K in a few days, so I'm thinking I could use some muscle, and I know that you've got that shit in spades, so you need a gig. I'll and he points to a sort of old church in the old district, like an abandoned church. I mean, in the old district. And he's like, you come there. That's kind of where I'm shacking up right now. My house is kind of. My house is past tense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I appreciate you looking out.
Hey, gotta stick together.
I'll most likely I'll be there.
Sweet. All right. And he kind of heads off, leaving Roland to kind of contemplate. We are gonna quick cut over to Anisoptera. What's up with you? How you doing? How you feeling?
Well, I feel like there's a few important house calls to make. I don't know that I want to make them alone.
Sure.
But I think I'd love to confirm. I want to go to the palace.
All right.
What's left of the palace.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I can find Gwendolyn and Lorna and know whether or not Oni made it.
Okay. So you make a beeline or a dragonfly line. Sorry. you head towards the keep, or what is left of it, which is not much. It is a rubble. There is sort of like, since it's been a day at this point, there's been some regrouping. As you are approaching, it immediately becomes apparent that Lorna has kind of taken up what limited defense there is, right? You see like a couple of town guards are kind of like reporting to her. She will sign to like one person who will then speak to the other group of guards. And they've sort of set up a few tents along the sort of border of the keep, kind of like using some of the rubble almost as like limited protection.
Yeah.
You don't sort of like, as you're flying in, you don't immediately see Gwendolyn or Oni. It's just Lorna and her cadre of troops at this moment.
I want to approach Lorna and through the intermediary say, hiya, Lorna. How's Gwendolyn? How are you? Were you successful with Oni?
The look on her face, it's like you see sort of with your just your passive insight, you can tell like her sort of shoulders move forward in a way where it looks like she wants to sort of embrace you, but is like kind of with her subordinates, so she doesn't. And just kind of instead places a very large, very firm hand sort of on your shoulder. And then she signs to the person, and they say, there may be a chance for Oni, but we have to act fast. Gwendolyn is hysterical. She wants to leave the city. We need somebody to rule. I don't feel comfortable letting her go.
Yeah. And you think that's Gwendolyn, the right person to lead?
Lorna says, it's less about the right person to lead. It's just that someone needs to, and her family's name holds a lot of sway. Her brothers and her father are dead. Her mother is missing. We need someone, and if she leaves, there will be no law, there will be no order, there will be nothing in the city. We have to act quickly and decisively, and we need her. And I miss Oni as much as the next man. or the next person, but we can't lose Gwendolyn. And then you hear a few tents away, just sort of like a burst of wild magic, as Lorna kind of like sighs and then says to the interpreter, "It's been happening every hour at this point. She's losing. It's powered by her emotion, and she can't. She's losing it."
Well, what needs to happen to
So there was
help Oni?
the sort of high priest of their, and she kind of like rolls her eyes as she's signing this. She's like, the high priest of their god says that we need the specific wood of a specific tree and a pearl in order to bring him back, but we have to do it in, and she doesn't look at her watch because watches don't exist. She says you've got to do it in the next 9 days. Otherwise, there's no chance for his soul to return.
And that's what you think that's what's going to help Gwendolyn best take on the responsibility of leader here.
She is a capable magic user, but she can't go out there alone, and I don't feel comfortable leaving anyone else in charge. Is there any way you and the Fuckless Four could find this? It's Oni's only chance. It's Gwendolyn's only chance. It's White Crag's only chance. She says those things.
Well, to be honest with you, Lorna, we'd do just about anything for Oni at the baseline, regardless of the rest of it. That's just greater incentive. Kerfadurk's tied up with a few things, but I'll see if I can talk the other two into making this important for the next day or two. What's the wood? What's the pearl?
So the pearl has to be, and she like makes a size, like sort of like she demonstrates the size with her hand. She's like, it's got to be a pearl about this big.
So just big ass pearl.
Big ass pearl. She repeats back to you, and then you need a root of an ironwood tree.
Root of ironwood tree.
So you gotta you somehow have to either like completely cut the tree down or find a way to like you gotta get a root. Like you can't just it's gonna take some work. It's a big, like you can't chop off a limb, I guess is what I mean. Specify.
Well, that feels like a perfect side quest. In the meantime, though, Lorna, I'll catch up with them later tonight, and we'll see about. So we have 9 days.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make it happen. In the meantime, what can I do to help you here? Is there are there people I can heal?
Yes.
Make this.
He's like, yes, the Goliaths have been very helpful, but they prioritize healing citizens. But I still have a lot of men and women who wear the colors, and she like references sort of like the blue and gray of White Crag. She's like, who wear the colors, who don't qualify for their healing, and so it would mean a lot if we had an extra hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll spend the rest of the time, rest of the day, just burn my heals, burn my channel divinities, just heal as many people as I can.
I'm gonna say you can either make a medicine check or you can just make a sort of spell attack roll, whichever you feel better at.
Medicine or spell attack. It's exactly the same.
Well, there you go. So I guess it doesn't matter. Just roll and tell me what the total is.
God damn. Oh, Jesus. That's 11.
11's still good.
It's a +7. That's so sad.
Oh, wow. You managed to help a few people. It's less that you're able to cover a lot of ground as you focus on a few patients that are really bad. Kind of like people who are on the brink of death. And maybe Anisoptera is like feeling a little guilt after not being able to help Oni. And so he's like, I'm going to pour it all into like these 3 guys. Which is definitely like appreciated around the Flakefall camp. As you go, Lorna kind of now that like sort of she's given her orders to other people, she like actually approaches you and gives you like a full-on bear hug. And she can't she doesn't speak, but like you feel sort of the trepidation of heavy sobbing. She's like holding it in. She's holding it in, and like the hug feels good. And then she like kind of like looks at you and signs like please. And that's
We'll do what we can.
All right, and you all reconvene back at the house at this point, post private endeavors. Kerfaderk, the majority of the butt room is, the debris has been taken out, and sort of like the foundations of the room have been like sort of set back into place, but there's still quite a bit of work to be done. Kerfaderk kind of looks at the group and he says, "Look, this is important. This is going to take a lot of my focus, so I might not be here for the group today. I hope that everyone's comfortable. I might not be with the group for the rest of the week. I hope everyone's comfortable with that."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dream come true.
It's like, don't know how to feel about that, but I trust you, Avigard. And hey, this is the cheapest construction project we've done so far. They said they would do it pro bono.
That's wonderful.
Oh.
It's hard to measure with the stakes of the whole situation, but I understand.
So Kerfaderk goes off to bed then.
I caught up with Lorna. She said they're trying to put things back together. As far as Oni goes, it's possible, but they need a couple of specific items. A quote, big ass pearl, just a giant pearl, and the root of an ironwood tree. And if they had those items, they could revive him. And she said they just, she can't go. Gwendolyn wants to go, but is afraid of what that, she's the only member of her family left in terms of, what that represents for the city and all that. And so they just couldn't go, and afraid it's going to mean the loss of Oni, and asked if we could take that on. And I said I thought we could.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
If this is
I don't
something
know
you
why
want
they
to do,
always need random junk to do stuff.
Spells are funny that way, what they require component-wise. It's always, particularly when it's natural healing, not quite divine, but derived from nature. It's often fiddly like that.
I'm not gonna act like I understand it, but I'm always here for you.
And it's for Oni, right? It's for Oni, and it's for Gwendolyn, and it's for
Right.
Lorna. And with all they've lost, I feel like it. If we can help in this small way while Kerfaderk's still figuring out the butt room.
An equally important task, you hear from his bedroom.
An equally important task. We're going to monetize it, right? We'll open a tavern called the
I'd
Butt
much
Room
rather wait.
with an Airbnb. We'll turn that silver powder into new plumbing for the whole thing.
There we go.
We'll put something industrial in.
So as you guys then sort of reconvene, that you've taken upon this side quest to save the body and soul of one Oni, a little ragtag guy.
One-time member of the Fuckless Four.
One-time member of the Fuckless Four. Fuckless Five.
Fuckless Five.
Fuckless Five honorary member. As far as you're aware, still a member.
As far as we're aware.
Based on all your rules. But
future consort of the Duchess of...
We will call it there
Oh.
tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I wanted to take this moment to do a couple shout outs. First, I'm going to plug in the credits for y'all. A couple things that aren't in the credits at this time, or maybe are, and I just don't remember. Another thing you should do is you should check out Spencer Lackey's TikTok. That shit is blowing up right now. If you like horror content, that is the place to be. The man is...
Before TikTok gets banned forever.
Yes, before it gets banned forever, go get the shit scared out of you by looking at Spencer Lackey's TikTok. That should be in the chat in the credits. Yes, it is. Okay. I want to say another thanks to Juno. They host a podcast on stage. They're also just a fucking radical motherfucker. going back to school, kicking ass. Thanks to Dustin, who is currently in the process of working on a D&D podcast called Magic is Not Real, coming to headphones near you. They're still in the production phase, but they are rapidly approaching sort of their opening day. So keep an eye and ear out. Keep an ear out for that. Should be tons of fun. Again, Magic is Not Real. You can follow them on Instagram, TikTok, and anything else.
We have a website going,
They've
but
got a website.
One of those Wix websites where you gotta do a lot of after. Just follow our TikTok and it'll be on there.
Follow the TikTok. We'll just follow the TikTok.
No Facebook event.
No Facebook event, not yet, and hopefully never.
Also, thanks to Isaac, who's just he's just fun to have around. Do you have any shout outs you want to do?
No, just here.
All right.
Happy to be here.
Keep coming back here. You get to keep seeing his beautiful face. Also, thanks to Dogda the Doodler, formerly Kronos the Doodler.
Dogda.
Yeah, Isaac may recognize that name.
Yes.
And also Clint Not Barton for the art, as well as TV Head. You can find them all on Instagram and Twitter. TV Head also has provided art that you guys have not seen yet, but will see soon. I think that's it as far as that stuff goes. Feel free to stick around for the raid. It helps out small channels like us. If you see us on YouTube, great. Give us a fucking subscribe. I don't know how you found us. Love you guys, and we will see you soon. Keep track of us on Twitter for when we will be streaming the Bard Crawl next. As for the regular Dungeons and Debs stream, I've taken a bit of a hiatus just because my significant other is in town for 2 months. And I'm prioritizing them, not gonna lie, over streaming. But you will see me on Thursday.
What do you mean?
But yeah, you'll see me on Thursday. We're gonna talk my home D&D game. We're gonna talk the Oscars. I know I'm super fucking behind. That was like weeks ago. But we're gonna talk the Oscars because I finally watched all the movies. And I'm gonna tell you guys about my latest project. Should be tons of fun. Hope to see you guys on Thursday. Deuces.